We are going to get started, so please help me in giving a warm round of applause to Sharika Smallwood Morgan, the workshop at Macy's.
Thank you, guys. Can everyone hear me well? Thanks for staying, by the way. And number two, I'm definitely going to be practicing my 21 days from Monique's presentation and being intentional. So I do want to meet 10 women after this presentation. So today I'm here to talk to you about the workshop at Macy's. But first, I just wanted to go into some of our supplier diversity efforts at Macy's so far. So at Macy's, diversity and inclusion is at the heart of the core of how we do business. And we're intentional about it. So we ensure that D&I is incorporated into how we act, think, and operate. And that includes our suppliers as well. So at 2018, our spend with diverse suppliers total almost $1 billion. And that goes far beyond just our direct spend with businesses. That includes suppliers throughout our entire supply chain that then do business with other businesses who employ people to do business. And so that also causes a ripple economic effect because then employees of those businesses are also purchasing goods and services from other retailers or other operations, and as well as they are paying taxes and so on. So that total activity equals a total production contribution. So in 2018, the total production contribution was at $1.8 billion, which also includes around 11,000 in supported jobs, $652 million in employee wages, as well as $618 million in taxes generated. So some of the jobs created by diverse suppliers by industry, so from a retail standpoint, so products that we sell in our stores, most of the jobs created were in jewelry, apparel manufacturing, and furniture. And from a non-retail perspective, so operational goods and services, those jobs created were in information technology, architectural services, and consulting. So we've done a lot to provide economic development to different businesses as well. Our reach goes beyond this. So we do have several activities or initiatives that we use to support diverse-owned businesses, and that includes the workshop at Macy's. So in 2011, Psyche Terry, who is a business owner and entrepreneur, she has a line of plus-size intimates apparel called Urban Intimates. She was a burgeoning entrepreneur, but didn't really have the tools necessary in order to grow her business. 5 years later, she was worth $40 million. What was her turning point? Her participation in the workshop at Macy's. She was able to not only get her business in Macy's, but in other major retailers, and she was also able to learn the tools necessary in order to grow her business and get her business to the next level. So let me just start off by telling you about the workshop by playing a video.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Sean Outler. I'm Chief Diversity Officer for Macy's Inc. And I'm very, very excited to see you all here with us today.
I love those three little boys. So they have a business called Frere Chair, and they participated in the workshop at Macy's this year. They started their business because they were looking for more allowance, where their parents did not want to give them more money to buy video games, so they decided to start their own business. Dial back, they started to make candles, and they've been able to get their business into the market at Macy's and eventually participated in the workshop at Macy's this year. So they're absolutely one of our favorite stories to tell. But the workshop at Macy's is a groundbreaking vendor development program that's geared towards vendors that have products that we sell in our stores. We provide mentorship, knowledge, tools, and information for diverse-owned businesses so that they can grow their business to the next level. So what it entails, here are some of the program highlights. So from a financial management and access to capital standpoint, we partner with a college called Babson College. They're the #1 entrepreneurship college in the United States, and we have an entire day based on financial management and access to capital. So during that class, we dive deep into the financial statements of each one of the participants, allowing them to understand what are some of the components of their financial statements. We also provide them with a business advantage financial tool that they can use to see what are the cost savings and profit driving opportunities that they have as well. Additionally, we provide them with access to capital in terms of connection with financial institutions. So we go through an entire session of what are the different funding options so that they can decide what is the best for their business. Venture capitalism may not be the best fit for them. A bank loan may not be the right fit for them. But they may have opportunities through different avenues. And so we explain every single one of those avenues so they can be empowered and decide which is best for their business. Additionally, we have a speed mentoring panel where we invite several financial experts that can come in and listen to their pitch as if they were in the moment pitching to those financial experts for funding and get feedback on what they can do better in order to be more effective and really get the bag. Additionally, we have developed a really great partnership with Facebook, and they come in and manage a session on building your brand identity. So this session is focused not only on how to utilize social media to brand your business, but how to utilize some of the tools that are available through these social media platforms to optimize your marketing opportunities. Additionally, we have Lisa Price join us every year, and she is one of the biggest supporters of the program, and she loves coming in every year to host a class called The Keys to Successful Partnership. During that session, she goes through how her journey from starting her business in her kitchen to being acquired by L'Oreal. So we hear that journey, some of the moments that were really fueled her success, and some of the learnings that she had over that entire period as well. We know that it is hard to leave your business for 1 week and come to the workshop in New York City. And so we thought that it would be really good for us to start off with the mindset of the business owner. Really focus on what is the mindset shift that needs to happen to position your brand for growth. So how do you make that pivot? How do you, put everything down for a 1 week and really go from a tactical standpoint to a more strategic standpoint, which really does take some attention. Additionally, we have several classes that are facilitated by our internal retail experts that go through how do you identify your customer, how do you build your assortment, and some of the technical, what is EDI, why is a UPC necessary, what is retail math, which is always the favorite class, not. But it is necessary for you to understand what are some of the metrics or key indicators that the buyers are looking for when you bring your brand into a retailer, and what they're looking for to determine what is a successful brand and how do you sustain your brand. So those are some of the key classes that we offer. Additionally, to culminate the first half of the program, we have a showcase and reception, which is a pop-up style reception within our Herald Square store in New York City. Vendors are able to showcase their product as well as sell their products to our customers that are on the floor that day. During the showcase, vendors also have the opportunity to pitch their product to a panel of executives that will evaluate their product for readiness and opportunity, as well as evaluate their presentation. And they get immediate feedback from some of the experts within our organization to let them know what they can do to, number one, improve their pitch when they are pitching to a buyer, or improve their product so that it is more attractive to a buyer in the future. And of course, we love a good party. So we have music, there's food, there's a band, and we just really have a good time. We also thrive to give access to our vendors, to our Macy's customers as well, and increase visibility. So in 2018, we launched an e-commerce experience on Macys.com called the Workshop at Macy's, and it features some of our alumni of the program. They are able to sell their products, but not only sell their products, they can also tell the story about the brand, what made them start the brand, or details about the product themselves that can really help to sell their product. So we go beyond just selling their product, we're telling the customer why they should buy it as well and introduce them to the designers. This has been marketed through digital, social media, and email. So right now, we actually have our summer line that is available for sale on the Workshop at Macy's sitelet, so definitely check us out at macys.com/workshop. Additionally, we have sought to provide in-store opportunities for vendors that have participated in the workshop. So we have collaborated with the Market at Macy's team. For those of you that do not know what the Market at Macy's is, it's an in-store pop-up style partnership where vendors can sell their products on our floors. So if you're interested in learning more about the Market at Macy's, Mark Campbell, who is the director of the Market at Macy's, will actually be right here tomorrow at 4:30. So definitely join us back here to learn more about that opportunity. But with our collaboration efforts with the Workshop at Macy's, we were able to provide one participant this year, one free month in the Market at Macy's in our Herald Square store. That's close to a $10,000 value. Additionally, we have incentive pricing for other vendors that want to participate in any of the 12 market locations. So in actually March of this year, we had Urban Hydration. So Psyche Terry that I talked to you earlier about in the presentation, her brand has evolved into Urban Hydration, and we were able to give her 1 month free in the market in our Las Vegas stores this March, along with other brands, Skin Bar and House of Linick. So the workshop has been described by many of the participants as life-changing. A lot of them has also described it as a mini MBA. They really have gone through and understand and utilize the information that they've learned through this one week program, and really to immediately affect their business and get to a position of growth. So to be eligible for the program, applicants must be a woman, a veteran, a member of the LGBT community, or a minority, operate a US-based business that have goods and services that are available for sale in our department store, have been in business for at least 2 years, and that is extremely important to us because we want to make sure that you are at a position to scale, that you've maximized all opportunities either in your own websites or in specialty stores, and are ready at that pivotal moment where you're ready to scale your business to a larger retailer. And of course, be 21 and older, US citizen or green card holder, and able to travel to New York City where the workshop is held. The program is really beneficial, again, to those vendors that are that have growth potential and are ready to scale, and can really demonstrate the ability to critically think about their businesses. So if you're interested in applying, applications will open in October, so on October 19th, and they close January of 2020. We'll conduct second round interviews on the end of February, and we'll announce the participants mid-March. Pre-work begins at the end of March, and the actual workshop will be conducted in our New York City offices on April 27th, starting April 27th. So if you're interested in applying or learning more, please visit the workshop at Macy's.com. In 2020, we'll be celebrating our 10th year, so we have some very exciting things in store for the 2020 class. So there are many other ways to engage with Macy's outside of the workshop at Macy's. Of course, there is opportunities through our traditional buying offices that buys for both Macy's and Bloomingdale's. There are also off-price opportunities through the Macy's backstage stores. Additionally, we have a huge initiative to grow our vendor direct business. So there are opportunities through vendor direct as well. If you would like more information about any of those opportunities, please email at retailsupplydiversity.com. It's an actual email. My team answers it daily, so we will definitely get back to you. Additionally, there are opportunities through the market at Macy's. And Thamar will be here tomorrow to talk more about that. But if you are not able to make it, please visit themarketatmacys.com for more information and to apply for the program. We also have additional opportunities for operational goods and services or non-retail. So I have here a list of opportunities that are available at Macy's. And if you're interested to learning more about any of those opportunities, please email supplydiversity@macys.com. So that's it for me. Do you guys have any questions? Yes. There's someone coming with a mic.
So I noticed the young boys that were up there, because your requirement of 21 and over, was their parent involved in the workshop?
Yes.
And then, they just kind of, he or she just trickled down that information to the youth?
So the mother technically owns the company.
Okay.
And so all paperwork is done with her. The oldest boy is about 15, and so he was able to attend some of the sessions. And the younger boys visit us for the showcase and reception. Here first, and then you go.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Maybe a little bit farther from my mouth. I'm G-Sean Williams with Spin Management Solutions. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
I talk to a lot of health and beauty brands, and one of the biggest problems to get in big box is that you have to scale pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. And usually the two areas of contention is financials and supply chain. Inside of the workshop, I think you mentioned financials, but do you have any type of support around the supply chain management space?
Supply chain management. So we have connected with several external parties that have been able to assist vendors to develop strategies in order to scale. So one particular is MBE Capital. So they're focused on minority-owned businesses. They have been able to work with some of our vendors to not only provide them with capital, but also to create a strategic plan. So we have one vendor that's currently working with them, and they have a strategic plan on how to get from $1 million to $10 million within the next 2 years. And so they work with you on every aspect of your business, including supply chain, in order to be able to fulfill those orders to get you to that $10 million. So we do definitely provide access to different resources that can help you to fulfill that. Do you have a question?
How you doing? My name is Cameron Fontaine. I am a custom clothier and menswear stylist. I noticed that a lot of the programming is geared towards the Macy's experience, but since Bloomingdale's is your sister store, and my product I feel is more aligned with that clientele and that type of higher-end luxury product, is the program also allow you to benefit or participate in something similar on the Bloomingdale sales floor?
So the program is actually for Macy's Inc., which encompasses Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Macy's Backstage, and Blue Mercury. So participants of the program have access to any one of those divisions within our channel. So we do have participant or buyers that participate from Bloomingdale's who participate in the workshop in the form of either facilitating courses or judging or showcase and reception, and we have access to introduce vendors to those buyers after the program. Any other questions? I think that's it. Thank you so much for your time.